Hello.
Hey, Stefan. How you doing?
Well, we'll see who shows up with the new Zoom link.
Yeah, I didn't. It asked me to make an account, so I just signed up as a guest for today. But I'll make an account next time.
Okay.
Had a good weekend.
I did. Lots of fun, lots of good ideas. I love that email from Manu. It was pretty good.
Yeah. It's nice that the presentation was well received.
Yeah. Yeah.
Curious what the feedback's going to be like from the other members. I'm sure there'll be divided opinions, but the way it goes.
How it goes. Yeah. Aritra? Is that the pronunciation? I apologize if I missed it. I can't hear you.
Yes. That's the correct pronunciation.
All right.
Hello.
Good to have
Yes,
you.
that's the correct pronunciation.
Good. Welcome. Good to have you here. We will wait again. Don't know what's going to happen with this new Zoom link. Hopefully enough people got it and the word got out, but that was rather sudden on Friday that we changed it all.
As long as people read the Discord, should be fine.
Rodolfo's in the wrong meeting. I just see he joined the wrong one. I got an email notification that when the first person joins the meeting. So hopefully he gets the word. I guess I better I can send him a note at least.
I think my Zoom is frozen, or oh no, okay. Well, hey Rodolfo.
Hello, how you doing? Wasn't a
Very good.
old link, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, Stefan just left. I think he disconnected. He should be back. Like his camera froze and then he left. So
Okay,
like
okay.
1 second ago. Was there other people in the other call or?
No, it was just me. I think so.
Okay. How was your weekend?
Good, nice.
Yeah,
Getting
nice,
cooler here. Yeah.
nice weather. Yeah.
What's yours?
It's pretty good. Played a lot of gaming. There's a game came out last Thursday, so took Friday off and spent the weekend gaming.
Okay. Steven said something. What is saying?
Says he has
Network seems to be gone.
network problem.
Yeah. Like me the other day. Was just when it's gonna start, it proves everything. It was unbelievable.
Of course, a problem always happen, you know, when they
At the
shouldn't.
right time.
Yeah. Perfect timing. How's it going, Aritra and Alex?
Yeah, it's going great. It's
Yeah?
been a nice weekend so far. Yeah, it's been a nice weekend so far.
What do you mean so far? It's finished the weekend.
Yeah.
Are you new to the call?
Yes, yes. I joined first time.
Okay, cool. What brings you here?
I am mostly interested in Hyperledger, AnonCreds, and got to know about zero knowledge proofs and other these kinds of cryptographic protocols.
Yeah.
From the
Are you like
couple
a
of months.
student or more professional setting?
I'm a student.
Cool. You familiar with other Hyperledger project like Indie or Aries?
I worked in Fabric. I
Fabric, yeah.
mainly know about Fabric and yes. And that was the first project I came across and started working. And after that, I got interested in mostly the Hyperledger and AnonCreds and related projects.
Yeah. Yeah, AnonCreds is getting a lot of attention. It's fairly new and it's interesting. Well, fairly new as a project of its own, because before it was part of Indie. But having AnonCreds in its own project, because I think it's, when was it, Rodolfo? Like November, around November?
When what you say?
The AnonCreds project was like
Yeah,
officialized.
yeah, I should say so. Yeah, was last the end of the last year. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
It's pretty new.
Exciting stuff. Yeah, Stefan Kern
Okay.
is having issues. Maybe we can
Yeah.
try to do.
Yeah, so should we cancel that? Probably.
Yeah, can wait like 5 more minutes and
Okay.
you're talking about Mike Slaughter, Alex? I think Mike Lauder, if I understand correctly, is more involved in the AnonCreds 2.0. So every week it alternates. So this week is AnonCreds 1.0 and next week will be AnonCreds 2.0. Not too sure, but
Yeah.
I know he's the
That's true, and also the other call is later because Mike cannot attend this time at this time.
Yeah. It's like like when you did your presentation, Rodolfo, you remember?
Yeah, that's
That was funny. Yeah. Always at the right time. Good thing you could connect back because
I connect from the mobile phone.
yeah,
that
it was okay.
work,
You know, like could hear you and the video was fine. Did you attend the workshop, Aritra, last week?
No, I did not know about the workshop. I got to know about this in the Discord, so I
Yeah.
joined. I actually applied for the Hyperledger mentorship program in AnonCreds,
Yeah.
and I got selected there. So I
think
wanted to interact with the community.
Yeah, I
and
think
learn about
Stephen Curran was supposed to mention, but there was the first AnonCreds workshop last week. It was like 3.5 hours, and it was very good. And there's a recording on YouTube. If you want to watch it, I think it'll give like a very, very good overview of AnonCreds, the feature, and what's possible, and the direction it's taking. I would strongly recommend that. Could put you up to speed.
Yeah, sure.
If you just look on YouTube for the Hyperledger channel, there should be a video titled like AnonCreds workshop, something like that. Yeah, Ariel too had network issue.
Yeah, I found it.
Yeah, so just there's some very good slides. It's mostly Stefan presenting some stuff. There's some slides. There's also like a lab that you can go and create an account. I think it's still up. There should be some details in there somewhere. Or if you go in the Discord, there's a channel AnonCreds workshop where there's like a few links that you can look at. So it's pretty long, like it's 3.5 hours, so you can watch in pieces. It's separated in 3 parts or 4 parts, but it's pretty good. So the first like 2.5 hours, 3 hours, like Stefan goes over the concepts, of AnonCreds, how they work, why they're important, and how they are different than other types of verifiable credentials. And then goes into more hands-on exercise where you publish like schema and issue credential to a mobile wallet. And then the second, at the end, it's 2 presentation as Rodolfo presents how to use AnonCreds on another ledger, which was, I believe, Cardano. Is that right, Rodolfo?
Correct. Yeah. Cardano.
Yeah. So how that can be made, and I did a presentation using it with like a did web method and some like browser wallet. So the end part is like the sort of ledger agnostic side of AnonCreds, which is the where they are pushing for, because historically AnonCreds were only usable on Indy, Hyperledger Indy, which is like a different type of blockchain technology. So you say you use Fabric, which Fabric is a
Yes.
type of blockchain, and Indy is a different type of blockchain is strictly catered to identity, managing identity, as Fabric is more based on transactions, and there's transaction too on Indy, but the use case is a bit broader for Fabric, as Indy is more, it was designed specifically for identity and issuing credentials. And then the reason they wanted to separate AnonCreds was you can sort of issue and manage the whole life cycle of AnonCreds using other things than Indy, right? So that can be we did web server or other ledger, like Rodolfo presented with Cardano, and I think there's also a proof of concept with Fabric somewhere. I'm not too sure, however, but I think I heard that.
Okay.
To make it more
Okay. Yeah.
portable.
Thanks for that. I will. Yeah, I'll go through it.
Yeah. It's important to know a bit the history, like where things came from, to understand the new decision and new discussions that happen. For the mentorship program, I know Stephen Cohen wanted to touch on that today. Unfortunately, I'm just a guy. I don't know much about it. I don't work for Hyperledger. So, do you know, Rodolfo, about the mentorship program?
No, I only heard the title,
Yeah.
but I don't know anything about it.
All right. Well, I think that will be it.
Yeah. Sure.
So sorry I know it's a bad first experience or a retry. Usually it's not like this. Usually there's more people in the class, but there's a few problems this morning apparently.
Okay. No issue.
Okay. I'll see you next week then.
All right. See you, Alex, and
Okay.
see you, Rodolfo.
Bye, Patrick.